Oh man, good morning. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. For those who do not know me, I'm Chad. That is Ezekiel, aka Zeke. Pound it. Good boy. For the next 2 or so months, we're living and traveling out of this SUV, completely gutted everything so that I can go on my longest road trip and hide a 3-ounce silver bar in every single state. I'm creating a real treasure hunt, but more about that later. I'm getting tired of all of this hair and the hair on my freaking head. So what we're gonna do, we're on a very tight budget on this entire trip. So I'm going to cut my own hair at a truck stop shower. Did you get them? We're gonna stop and get some gas. For those who are wondering, let's do a little check-in real quick. We're at 843 miles driven. I want you to watch Zeke while I go get my stuff ready. Okay, you protect him while he protects the car. And we have our first victim. That's a good boy. Just like he looked at me, just to make sure that he's doing a good job. Yeah, you're doing a good job. Tell you a little story about Ezekiel here. He's got a missing clip of his ear. Okay, Zeke, chill. Half of his right ear is missing. He's from the streets of Russia. I adopted him 1 month before COVID in February. There's a company out of Canada that specializes in rehoming street dogs from Ukraine and Russia, and this was before the war and all that. And I still believe they do that. But anyways, there were a couple dogs in his litter, and he was the last one to have gotten adopted. They advertised him, when I say they, the rescue in Canada advertised him as a Belgian Malinois. At the time, I had a King Charles Cavalier Dachshund Poodle mix. His brother had passed away, and I was looking for another pup, another companion for him. And I had always wanted a Belgian Malinois. Back then, I was super active. Hopefully to get back to that point. But anyways, I'm hard of hearing, and when I saw his photo of his missing ear, I immediately fell in love with him. And he was super timid. And the people who I adopted him from said that it could have been, like, the reason why he's missing an ear, it could have been because he got in a fight with another street dog. Because he's still to this day, you know, what, 5 years later, where he takes the food from his bowl, goes to another area, eats, and then comes right back. It's like, it's not resource guarding. Well, I guess it could be considered resource guarding, but anyways, they led me to believe that his ear was missing because he got in a fight with another dog. But one time, him and I were staying in a hotel, and we got into an elevator at the hotel, and this Indian guy came over, and he's like, immediately he said, "Beautiful dog, is he from India?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he says, oh, his ear's clipped. And I'm like, what does that mean? And he says, well, there's a lot of street dogs where he's from in India, where what they'll do is people will take the street dogs, bring them to like a veterinarian office, and then they'll get them up to date. They'll get them neutered and all that, spayed. And as a way to visually identify which dogs have been treated versus those who have not had any shots or anything like that is by ear tagging. Ear tagging could be a hole in the ear. It could be a clipped ear like that, like Zeke has, to let them know, let other people know that that animal has been to the vet and has been neutered and everything. He was neutered. He is up to date on his shots. I don't know if that happened prior to the Canadian-based rescue getting him, but that makes a lot more sense to me. Found it? There you go. Okay, $54 later, got some hair trimmers. I'm really looking forward to this after 8 months of not shaving. And then a dude who goes to the bathroom quite often. These things are must have when traveling. Now that that is over and done with, man, I feel like I am at least 10 pounds lighter. So just for an FYI, for that shower, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that, $17, right where my finger is, $17. So I figured that hair trimmer was $40 in tax, and then the shower, so call it 60 bucks with tax and everything. I was able to trim my beard and get a haircut, a full haircut. Like, it feels weird not having anything on my neck anymore. Time is money, baby. Let's go. All right, folks, we are arriving at the Enchanted. All lined up this entire driveway. I'm not exactly sure what this is all about. If this is publicly funded, if this is privately funded. When we get up here, we'll stop and read some stuff about this place. So here's a giant, you can see this thing from the highway. The highway is just right down there. That is a massive. Online, it looked like there was a lot more statues around here. You know, hold up. Yeah, so when I look at this, I do not see that, and it's a dead-end road right here. I have been bamboozled. Yeah, like these birds. I have been bamboozled. There's gotta be more things along the highway or something. So according to Google, people say that the tourist attraction features a 32-mile highway with unique large-scale metal sculptures. They highlight the sculptures are whimsical, beautifully created with pull-offs for parking and photo opportunities. And some even include interactive elements like mazes, play equipment. They also like the gift shop and the opportunity to meet the artist. All right, it says here Enchanted Highway in Regent, North Dakota. The Enchanted Highway began as artist Gary Greff dreams to help reinvigorate his hometown Regent and to have a positive economic impact on Southwest North Dakota. Blah. Based on what farmers and ranchers were good at, welding, a part of rural North Dakota heritage, he helped them create art, one bead at a time. Oh, welding bead, okay. 20 years ago, Gary and more than 3 dozen farmers welded the first 3 pieces of gigantic folk art to create the Tin family and started the Enchanted Highway. With sparks of steel, Gary tells a story of lives lived on the North Dakota prairie. Gary invites you to review the next pages to learn more about the metal sculptures. Okay, well apparently this thing is really long, 32 miles. I don't know if I'm gonna be driving that. Is a good area. Drum roll please for the Kzoo Bullion 3-ounce bar. All right, we have to find a spot that allows us to hide this from inclement weather. There's a gazebo right there. That's the only thing that is hard. Now look at this thing, man. This thing is freaking amazing. For those who do not know, I'm currently on a road trip across all lower 48 continental US states, hiding a 3-ounce pure silver Kzoo Bullion bar. It's 3 ounces. It's roughly, if silver is worth $50 an ounce, it's $150 worth of silver just right here. And it goes up, it goes down. But that's not all. Wherever I hide it, there's going to be an interactive map on the Kzoo Bullion website. If you go there, fill out a couple quick actions, you're going to be brought to the exact latitude and longitude coordinates right here to get this bar. And there'll be an exact photo of where it's hidden. Not only that, but on the back of the bar is a QR code. When you scan that, fill in your information, you'll be entered for a chance to win a 1 kilo silver Kzoo Bullion bar. That's roughly about $1,500–1,600 worth of silver. That's 32 and some odd ounces of silver. Now, we're currently in the state of North Dakota. Where am I gonna hide it? I'm about to turn the camera off. Who knows? I might go way beyond over there. But we're about to hide it. So come on out, share this video with your friends, your family. I'm yelling because I don't know if the audio is picking up. And get involved with this treasure hunt, because I'm hiding one of these in every state except for Alaska and Hawaii. Let's drive on down the road. Look at that view. God is good, baby. God is good. Let's drive down the road, see what other sculptures we come across. What a good day to be alive. Great time to be alive. What's up, buddy? Hey! What's up? How you doing? Pound it. Up. Pound it. Pound it. Yeah! Okay, I told myself I'm going to record the good, the bad, the raw, the stupidity stuff. I will say I've turned down 3 different routes to try to find the hold on while my dog freaks out, to try to find the Enchanted Highway. I might be having a senior moment, but Google says it's a 32-mile stretch. That Eye of the Geese that we just saw is right there. I turned down left, and it brings me down to a dead-end road to turn left or right. Went down both of those roads, nothing. This is where you go to go up there, right? You saw the images before. And here, this is the highway. Getting off of the highway, it says Enchanted Highway, go that way. So I haven't gone down that route further, and I haven't gone down this way yet. Ugh. Okay, you know what? No. I'm not gonna ask for help. I'm not gonna ask for Google. We're just gonna get back on the highway and see what we see. I hid the bar somewhere over there by the Eye of the Geese, because that's the only sculpture I can find. Okay, so if you want the exact latitude and longitude coordinates and a photo of exactly precisely where the bar is, go over to kzoobullion.com, and if you want to save $5 off your first order, enter keyword YouTube on checkout, and you'll get $5 off your order, because spot price right now is over $50 an ounce. That's 50. Is that a 50? Anyways, yeah. Save $5 off your first order. Again, your first order, use keyword code YouTube at checkout. Link will be in the description down below. You know, worst case scenario, we don't find what we're looking for, and we find a pub, we're just gonna get a beer. Okay, it's gonna be either a celebratory beer or a failure beer.